man. Yeah, I mean, here we got a pro debut. It's been a pretty long process. I know there was all that bullshit from last time. Like, how does it feel actually finally getting through, actually getting to your pro debut and getting the fight?
Just felt like long overdue. You know what I mean? Like my last championship fights, like I knew I had to do them, but like I was just sick of it. I was like, I want to go pro. So this one, I was just itching to fight. Like you could ask my coaches all day. I woke up like 7:30 in the morning. I could have fought right as soon as I woke up. Like I was ready to go all day today. So I kind of had to calm myself down. I mean, Rob had to tell me this, you know what I mean, calm a little bit because I was pacing back and forth literally for like 8 hours today. So I was ready to go, man. That's really the easiest way I could say it.
Was there any extra like pressure on you? Because I mean, obviously you probably know you were top-ranked amateur in the area and nationally. Was there any extra pressure on you like going into this next stage?
I put so much pressure on myself. You know what I mean? Like I know what I want in my life. And there's nothing more important in my life than being in the UFC. You know what I mean? That's all I think about all the time. So there's already enough pressure on myself. You know what I mean? More than anybody could ever put on me. So it's really not that. The pressure was to finish for sure. And I thought they were going to stop when I had the crucifix. You know what I mean? But I'm telling you, elbow is a different ballgame. They can say whatever they want for Rob, whatever he's on. I'll do that to anybody. I'm telling you, anybody in New England at 135, 125, whatever. I'll do that to anybody. You know what I mean? So it doesn't really matter who. I don't care who it is. You know what I mean? I'll do that to. It doesn't matter who it is.
Mitch, you know, you went 6-0 as an amateur.
Yep.
You know, all unanimous decisions, didn't lose a round. You make your pro debut and you finish the guy, you know, quick in the first round, man. You know, really easy work in there, man.
Yep.
You talk about the elbows and you got your tools in there. Man, it's a whole different level you're on right now, man. How are you feeling about, you know, Killa Mitch is in there now. We can legitimately call you Killa because you have them, you know, them tools to really kill people there, man. So
people, that's what I'm saying, like, I just feel like my life, like as an amateur, I was more skilled than most guys. So I don't think a lot of people learn from losing as an amateur. I didn't think I was gonna lose. Like I was always like one step ahead with my. But like what I learned was I needed the experience. You know what I mean? I needed to know, like, kind of learn that killer instinct. But I'm so competitive. You know, ask anybody I train with, I'm very competitive. But I feel like I haven't even shown that in the cage. I was always just okay with just squeaking by and dominating. But like now I want to go out there and make a statement. Like I want to put dudes away, regardless. You know what I mean? Like regardless who it is. You know what I mean? Raw, flow, whatever. I want to put dudes away now. Like I don't want anything. I'm a fighter. I mean, I'm not a wrestler. I'm a fighter, right? So it's time to put these dudes away.
And the last few fights you've had all, you know, ground guys. You finally got a guy in there that was going to stand up with you. Man, you're doing it all in there, man.
I want to wrestle. You know what I mean? I haven't fought a wrestler, and I want to wrestle really bad. A lot of people think, oh man, maybe I'm scared of wrestling because I'm a wrestler. No, I want to wrestle for June. You know what I mean? I'll tell that over. I'm not scared of anybody. Because try taking me down. You know what I mean? Try holding me down. I think I fight a wrestler, I'm going to put a high level KO on my record. You know what I mean? My striking is just as good as my wrestling. You know what I mean? And I say that because I just know, like my coaches have so much belief in me. They put in so much work with me, especially Brian, especially my kickboxing. I need to get a high level KO. You know what I mean? Especially, you know what I mean? So I want to wrestle for June. I fought jits guys. I haven't fought strikers, but I guess even the closest thing for strikers are for all or whatever. But I want to wrestle for June. You know what I mean? I might talk to Paul Bear, see what he can do. But that's it.
Going into this fight, it's like Fuller's kind of a guy who's like perfect for you and your style. Yeah. Because like he's gonna push forward no matter what. A lot of the guys who fought before were afraid of him because you have such high level skills. They knew what you can do to them in the cage. They were kind of dwindling before they even got there. Fuller was a guy who's not gonna pay attention to that.
No, hell no, dude. That dude looked like he was ready to kill me. You know what I mean? I like looked down, like, because I don't know, I was like, touch gloves, because that's something that my coach always tell me. Make sure you ask, because there's cheap shots that happen all the time in the sport. I was like, we touching? He was like, no. All right, this dude wants to go, so all right, let's do it. You know what I mean? He wasn't scared. You know what I mean? That's one thing I'll give him to you. I mean, maybe he's not the most skilled guy, but he's got balls and he'll show up. The dude was asking to fight Randy. Who the hell is asking to fight Randy? He puts dudes in brutal fashion, puts him away. And that dude asked to fight Randy. I knew he had balls, you know what I mean? I had no stretch of imagination like I was going to intimidate him. I looked like I was 16 years old. You know, I'm not going to intimidate him. You know what I mean?
Now, since your last time you got in the cage, I mean, obviously, since we have the news and the 25 drop in the UFC, like, you've been working out even on a new kind of regimen, and you look really good. You look, like, really thick, like, you fit right at 35. It's a very natural weight class. When you were at 25, you looked the same way. It was like 25 was your natural weight class.
Yeah.
You were very thick, very in shape there. How did you feel coming into this fight?
I can make 125 still, that's no joke. There's rumors now that the UFC is going to keep it. I want options, you know what I mean? The fight game options, like, you know, Conor McGregor famous quote, options are a good thing. So regardless if I get to the UFC 125, 135, I'm going to get bigger, you know what I mean? I'm 20 years old. By the time I'm 25 years old, I'm probably going to be walking at 160. I'm probably not going to be able to make 125 anymore, right? So I work with guys like Rob, who's as big as a bantamweight really could get. You know what I mean? He's top 10 in the world, could beat anybody in the UFC at the time, like any time. It's just that stacked. So by the time I get to the UFC, I want to be prepared for 35 anyway, right? So 25, 35, I like options. You know what I mean? I don't think I'm that small of a guy. I'm a little shorter, but my style's built on being a shorter guy. So I think working with these guys, I'm going to be prepared. You know, regardless, 25, 35, whatever, bring it on. You know what I mean? Tommy said something, my coach Tommy said something to me in November. And you see it. When you're special, you know what I mean? You're special. And with 10 pounds ain't going to do nothing. Because I was down about the 25 thing, but I put it in my head, I'm going to make it regardless. 25, 35, heavyweight, I don't give a shit. I'm going to make it. You know what I mean? Simple as that. I'm going to work for it every day. I'm just stoked.
Mitch, you know, your progression, you've been, you know, at it since basically a child, man. You know, it all comes, you know, to your pro career now, man.
Yep.
You know, how you feel now that you've made it in there in the cage and got that first pro fight under your belt, man. You know, what is it like? What is that feeling like now? And, you know, where do you want to take that from here?
It's just I'm not in the UFC yet, and I'm not in any rush. You know what I mean? I'm 20 years old. Like, it does, and I'm not. And it takes time. I want to take it step by step, get the right fights, let Tyson build my career. Because I mean, there's no way more. I mean, I'm so fortunate enough that I'm a 20-year-old kid, and you know what I mean. Tyson might not be the most like popular dude in like Ali Abdelaziz or whatever, but he's as legit as any manager in me. So I'm gonna listen to him. He'll build my career the right way. I'll listen to Rob. I'll listen to my coaches. And to me, it's just step by step, and I'll get to the UFC. You know what I mean? That's all it is. That's my mind. Every single day, I work on just getting better every single day. You know what I mean? Surround myself with the right people, and it's gonna happen. It'll take care of itself, man. Simple as that.
Mitch, you talk about, you know, you really want to wrestle your next fight.
Hell yeah.
Is there anyone in New England that can be that you know, that across the cage from you, or is it time to, you know, bring in the big talent from out of state? Is there anyone in New England that can challenge you?
It's not really about like, I'm not really saying I want someone like the toughest guy. No, I'm not saying that. You know what I mean? I will, regardless of the toughest guy, I'll still beat them. I know I believe in myself. But I'm just saying, like, this certain style. Like, this guy was a brawler, there's jits guys, there's wrestlers, you know what I mean? Regardless. There is some guys, they have a little more fights to me, so maybe it won't happen in June. But there's some guys I have my eye on, and I'm sure that I think I'm a nightmare matchup for at 135. So, we'll see. I mean, they have a little more fights to me, so maybe I'll have to rack up about 2 more fights. But I think if we can find, like, a wrestler, that's something I want. You know what I mean? Because I think I fight a wrestler, I'm putting him to sleep. You know what I mean? I think I have a perfect style for it. You know, I want it really bad. I've been telling Brian that, Tommy, I want to wrestle.
You got any final thoughts or anything like that?
I mean, a huge shout out to Regiment Training. So I've been, like, today when I woke up, it was like, it really hit me. I mean, I've been doing this since I was a little kid. There's videos on YouTube when I was, 4'4" and like 66 pounds, that me boxing with a heavyweight. You know what I mean? Obviously, you know what I mean? I've been doing this since a little kid, so this day has, like, always been, like, on my mind, and it happened. So, I mean, huge shout out to them because they believe in. To me, it's easy to believe in myself because when I was 14 years old, they were telling me I want to be in the UFC. So it's really not hard to believe in myself when the people around me believe in me, right?
Yeah.
So I'm blessed. You know, I really am. You know, I mean, Infinite Fitness. This guy, I'm telling you, I went to him I think it was in November. I was 130. I couldn't get over 140 unless I was being fat. You know what I mean? Now I'm walking around. You know what I mean? 148 pounds. You know what I mean? 8% body fat. You know what I mean? I got big fast. Because I've never lifted before in my life. I've never taken any supplements. I was big enough to be a 25. I was like, I don't need to lift. I don't need to take anything. But then I realized, doing this, I'm a professional, right? So I need to be in technique. You need to be strong. You know, especially with the big boys who's trying to get older. You know, I mean, the guys are going to be strong. You know, they're 35 years old. I'm probably going to be younger than them. So I think it's a huge shout out to him because it allowed me to. I approached the game more professional and allowed me to really put some size on. And I feel it in my power. That's something that it's nuts to me. Like Brian tells me, like before I could hit him as hard as I could on the pads, and he was just laughing. But now I hit him, he goes, oh yeah, let's go a little easier. You know what I'm saying? Like I have the power, and I believe I have the power. And that's the biggest thing. You know, I can put these guys away, and I'm telling you, just give me the opportunity, I'll put these guys away. Simple as that. Every single time I'm getting to the UFC. You know what I mean? That's it.
Awesome. Thanks so much, man. Congrats again.